What's going on, guys? All in day 75, I think. Let me go over the trade I took today. So we had on the daily moving higher. I'll just move all this. 4 hour moving higher. We had this gap I was wanting to see maybe come down. NQ is really the one we should be looking at right now, but NQ was respecting this 4 hour gap, and we were making some type of SMT here. That NQ was moving lower. We swept this London low right here, making an SMT, respecting the 4 hour, and at the same time ES was here, respecting 1 hour equilibrium right here, and made this SMT, right? This is the London low SMT. And so once I saw that, price started pushing up pretty heavily, and I needed to see a deep retrace in order for me to want to enter. And we had this 5 minute gap that it was respecting. NQ was also respecting this 5 minute right here. So if anything, I wanted to take longs on ES because it was leading on the SMT and it was just higher in price. We saw this. We saw it come into the equilibrium here and sweep 1 minute lows right here. So I didn't enter here. I waited. I didn't make the same mistake as yesterday. I waited for it to come into this equilibrium, sweep these 1 minute lows, and respect this gap. Once I saw that, we also saw NQ break structure, inverse a gap right here. That was also another factor that I didn't enter. So it was right here. NQ hadn't come into this equilibrium yet. Once it came in, then it disrespected this gap, broke inverse this gap here. So this was at 10:01. Yeah, 10:01. So both the indexes broke structurally upside on the 1 minute. That's what I was looking for. So once I saw that, took it on ES and targeted. This was my break even up here at all-time highs, and then targeted this 1-to-1. But yeah, pretty solid trade. It was not the best. The draws today got taken out pretty quick, so I knew price wanted to push higher and keep moving higher into this unknown area. But that's why I went break even at all-time highs, in case it did want to reverse and make an SMT and go down. But yeah, that's the trade I took today. Definitely level-headed today, patient, waiting for every single confluence to arise. Respect on both or on both indexes, break of structures, everything. Everything needs to be doubled for me to enter a trade, to have confidence in it. So, and that is something that I can attribute to would have saved me if I took this trade on ES. This inverse here would have got taken out, would have moved higher. Now on NQ, didn't inverse, respected, moved lower. Now it inversed. Now it moves higher. So that's what I could attribute that to. But yeah, draws were not really there. They weren't really present. But like I said, just going for a 1-to-1 at all-time highs and just letting all-time highs go break even. So that's what I did today. Short video. There's not too much I can really say on this. I mean, other than what I did. Patience paid off, and finding those right moments when to enter is what is going to build that intuition, is what gonna, the market experience and everything. My intuition only gets better every single day, And I believe that knowing when the right time to enter is the most crucial part. You could have all your confluences and everything looks good, but you could still get stopped out and price could just run to your TP. So I think knowing when the right time to enter is probably my most like problem right now. It has been like that for a little while. It's just finding the right time to enter, and I've started to incorporate, especially when we get like market open sweeps or sweeps, after London and pre-market, looking for price to retrace into equilibrium before even looking for an entry, because I find myself getting that 1 minute sweep, and it's so hard to tell too with a 1 minute sweep because there's so many 1 minute lows. So waiting for that equilibrium and seeing the 1 minute sweep, I think, is what is gonna save me in the long run. And of course, looking at both indexes, seeing if both broke structure, in that. So I think today was very level-headed of me, very and I made all the right decisions today. And I told myself mid-trade, I was like, if I lose, if it's stop loss, I did everything correctly. And I can't find a single thing that, there wasn't anything that showing me downside potential. Price came down, hefty retrace, and didn't break structure, didn't inverse the gap, respected the gap, everything. So that's what I like to see. Decisive price action, and me making decisive decisions and acting on them accordingly. So hopefully I can do this more consistent and keep moving forward along this path and this journey, So I have there's big things ready. I'm ready for it, and big things are gonna happen soon. But yeah, a win is a win. I don't necessarily feel these wins as much as I feel the losses, I'll tell you that. But it does feel good. It is an uplifting feeling, seeing that what I did today was the right decision. What I did today was following my strategy, following my plan, following my rules, everything. And being patient paid off today. So drill it in your head, keep it. All confluences need to align on both time frames. The time frames need to align, but both indexes need to align as well. So that will give higher probability. So anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow. Just be short, just be quick. So peace.